Hey guys, welcome to Power Toys. This video is going to be a little different. I am tapping trees for maple syrup in the cheapest way possible. I spent $20 on this line here, and we're going to go ahead and do a couple trees, try to save some money because maple syrup is extremely expensive. Things you're going to need for this is some bottles. I got a bunch of 2 liters and don't use milk jugs. I found that out my first time doing this. Milk jugs will make everything reek because it goes bad. You need a hammer drill, some cutters for your hose line, and get the right drill bit. Alright, so that gives us a few bottles. I just do it as I go, so when I get out to the woods, they're all set up, I can just throw them in. Roughly, it is 40 gallons of sap to 1 gallon of syrup. So, I'd like to get a half gallon for the season. I'm not really giving it away, I'm just using it for myself. So, maybe a little bit. I'll give away like a shot glass. But yeah, very low production. This is just clearly just a little rink-a-dink setup, but it's fun. All right, guys. So we're in the woods. See, I got my bin full of jugs. Now, call me crazy, but I found all of the maple trees on the property. I got a double tap into this beautiful thing right here. I'll be honest, I only base my opinion on what a maple tree is off of Google. So, this might be a maple tree, but I look on the ground and the leaves are 90% maple leaves. The bark is pretty smooth. And they look like maple trees to me, so let's go ahead and tap this one. Pretty sure that's a maple. I think this is actually one of the more tart maples. And go about here. Bit of an upwards angle. And this stuff, I don't know if it's the perfect temperature or what, but every tree I've tapped so far, it just starts gushing out of the tree. And you can see the sap already. It's right there. As soon as I put this hose in, I'm not using a tap or anything. It just starts coming down the line. So if I get lucky here, I could put it on that stick instead of using my twine I've been using. And then maybe put a stick in front of it. There you go, look at that. It's all the way down here already. I think we're gonna have a pretty good yield. I'll do a countdown when I'm done, and I'll show you when I get these wrapped up. All finished up. I double tapped a couple that I had little jugs for, so I got 1 gallon. Lost a hose I'm keeping an eye out for as well. This is also to document it for me when I come back. 2 gallons here, held down with a stick. 12-gallon. And I got one back at the house. So I'll catch back up with you guys in a couple weeks, see what we do. Hey guys, we are back at the house. I forgot to bring the GoPro up when I collected the sap, but I have it now. It's over the flame, and working on the first bucket right now. I've been feeding it cedar shaker shingles to get it going, and it's going pretty good. I have one of these from Harbor Freight, digital thermometer to check, and we're at 120 at the bottom. On the outside it's like 300. Pretty hot. Gonna be going at this for a while, but check back in with you when we get some progress. All right, a bit of an update. I put the rest of my 5-gallon bucket in here. I've been going for about I don't know, 2 hours now, and burning pretty good. Got some good heat on it. Burning wet logs because it was just raining, so it's a little smoky, but pretty clean burn, all things considered. The pot is around 190. Okay, we've been boiling for probably 5 hours now, and getting close to the end here. This is 7.5 gallons. I'm splitting my 3 buckets in 2 pieces because I basically ran out of wood, so I'm gonna get some pallets and burn those, but we'll get this on the stove now. So I didn't get a chance to film it, but for straining and putting the big pot into the little pot, all I did was I put a strainer into the little pot, and I used a pair of old shorts, cotton shorts, cleaned it out real good, and put that into the strainer, then poured the big pot into the little pot. So we got the sap on the pot now. It's pretty brown, and you just want to give it some stirs, make sure the sugars and everything are mixing in well and aren't just burning at the bottom or whatever. And we're going to keep this on a boil until it gets dark and has the consistency of sap, because I don't have a thermometer. Alright, we're getting really close now. Got that dark caramel color to it, and you can see the line from where we started. Not much left. I've been stirring it a lot and doing some taste tests, and it is pretty good. Just want to thicken it up a little more. Alright, I am finally calling this good. It is it tastes wonderful, and although it looks pretty watery in here, I take a spoon and I let it sit outside and cool off, and it is about the perfect thickness once it cools down. There's the Rooney again, and we got about 1 pint. I managed to get it into that bottle with no issues. Last thing to do is let's get a taste. It's pretty thin, so you don't want to have, you know, an entire spoon of syrup. There you go. That's really good. That's really good. Bit of a smoky flavor, which is just what you get when you do it over an open flame. But I'm impressed. I've done this one other time, and it's been years. So, cool. Happy with that. So those of you that are thinking about trying to make yourself some maple syrup, go for it. I did everything for $20, and you know, came out really good. So have fun. Go make yourself some syrup.